All right. Let's go ahead and get it started. Let me see here. Get everything good on my end. All right, all right. Let me see. Awesome sauce. Let's get that there. And Mike should be joining us shortly. All right. See here. What's going on, fam? All right. And boom. And there it goes every time. It pulls me up on the wrong monitor. Oh man, let me see here. Let me fix this real quick. Okay. Boom. Boom. Nope, that's not it. Properties. There we go. And there we go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hopefully, you guys are having an awesome evening or afternoon, should I say? All right. Let's see here. Awesome, awesome. All right, let me go ahead and get it popping. So, quick refresh of oldcoingecko.com. All right. So, we got Bitcoin hanging out at 41. So we're getting a pullback, which is lovely. I'm actually excited about this. Like I was telling you guys, like I was looking at the markets. Let me just go over here for a second. I was looking at the markets and I was thinking to myself, like, man, it would be so cool if we could just get that one more really nice pullback. Now, here's the deal right now. You guys can see we already had some really strong levels. Let me go ahead and pull this up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So, like right here, this is our last major point of structure that we've had an issue, breaking below. We've had some wicks tested pretty consistently. Now, if we get this candle or our next few candles are coming down here to test this level and potentially break, it could get real. It could get real, real. All right. Let me see here. Boom. We got Mike in the building. There it is. There. Let's go. Let's go. Let me go ahead and pin. And boom. How you feeling today, bro?
I'm good. It's a red day, so it's looking good.
And he wore my favorite hat.
You
Let's
know,
go.
that means we're on the offense today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Red days are good days at the end of the day. Let me see here. Awesome, awesome. Everybody's amped up though. Everybody's excited about red days, right? Drop a 111 in the chat if you love red days.
I'm up.
Let's get it. Let's get it. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. All right. So now I was just talking about how we're getting a little bit of a test of this BOS right now. So potentially could be lining us up for a really nice pullback, which we're all excited for. Because if we get that pullback down into the 30s, bruh,
Yeah.
portfolios are gonna be grinning like the Joker. All right. So right now, just a little bit of a patience game, nothing too wild going on. Just letting the market kind of settle in. I wanted to go back over here and that coin market cap just for a coin gecko, should I say? So right now we got everything's pretty much pulling back, following Bitcoin's lead. Right, BNB's holding pretty nicely for the most part, not growing but just holding. Right. So giving us a little bit of a pullback, right? XRP giving us a little bit of a pullback. Looking at the top gainers for the day, right? Conflux, right? How convenient. Curve, right? We got Big Get, we got Flare token up 2%. So everything's pretty much negligible after that, zero point 0.8, not even a full percent, things like that. I'm not gonna skimp out on the second page. I don't want no smoke. I know how we get. If I don't go look at the second page, everybody get mad at me. All right, top gainers for the last 24. Right, Corgi. Like, let's this Corgi. Like these dog coins, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing?
But it's a dog. I got to support the dogs. All my dogs.
Listen. They're taking this Drake album way too far. All right, just say it.
Oh,
All right, we got gas. For Neo's project, 16% up. Pocket Network. If only we knew what that was about. All right, up 12%. We got
wait, bro,
Rocket
what's
Bite.
the market cap for Corgi?
Let's see here. Market
500.
cap.
Yeah, you want to laugh right now? I was going to show this, but you can show it. Go Google Spirit Airlines market cap.
Bro, yeah, we talked
Go.
about this yesterday. You were talking about how, yeah, bro. Like I think it was like bonk is like
Just
more.
Google it. Google it.
It's worth more than Spirit Airlines is right now.
Well, dude, I think Corgi, Google it. Google it. I think Spirit Airlines just got passed by Corgi AI. I'm dead. I'm done.
That's embarrassing, bro.
I'm done. I'm leaving. This is it.
Oh my goodness. Was it Spirit Airlines value or worth?
No, type in market cap. Spirit Airlines market cap.
Let me see here. All right.
I'm back.
That's embarrassing, bro. Oh my god.
Show it up. Show it on the screen. Show it on.
Oh my gosh, bro.
It's more. It's more than it's more.
114 million is what the Spirit Airlines market cap is.
I'm
And when you
dead.
go look at Corgi, like
I'm dead.
market cap.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's still not what we're doing, guys. I know y'all like, oh, that's all I needed to know. Grabbing court. No, that's not what we're saying. That's not what we're saying. Have to be very clear. Okay, Spirit is not the airline you want to fly on, so don't use this as a benchmark. Okay, this is like listen, if you don't live in America and you don't know what Spirit Airlines is, Spirit Airlines is like the
Ryanair.
cheapest like airline. It's like it almost costs more to ride the bus than to fly Spirit sometimes. Okay, like it might cost more to catch the train than to fly on Spirit. Okay, if you've ever seen the movie Soul Plane, they were talking about this airline. Okay. That's pretty much what they were aiming at. All right, I'm just being.
If you're in Europe, it's Ryanair. Ryanair.
There you go. Perfect
Yeah.
example.
If you don't, dude, me and Maurice took Ryanair somewhere on our last tour, and they didn't have air conditioning. I was like,
Yeah,
well,
bro, you got to crack the window. You got to crack the window on the plane, get some air.
like Alaska Airlines. Who you saw that? They paid everybody $1,500, and the door blew off at 16,000 feet.
They paid everybody how much?
1,500. You didn't see that?
1,500.
Bro, the emergency exit door next to
Ain't no way I'm taking 1,500 and the door blew off.
Wait, you didn't see this? You didn't see
No,
a picture?
I saw the picture. I thought somebody opened the door.
No, it popped off. Thank God there was nobody in that seat.
What?
It's 16,000 square feet or 16,000 feet in the air.
And they gave them 1,500 for their troubles.
That's what they valued the whole of everybody's life at.
Wow, bro, they gave them a stimulus.
But it honestly is good to know that nothing happens if that happens.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's
still 1,500. Nah,
dude,
bro.
people are looking at the lights out of this door that exploded at night. I mean, that's
and it was at night.
Yeah, I think it was
that's
at
even worse.
night. Can you imagine?
Heart palpitations, bro. I couldn't have did it. I'd have been like, oh, I'm gonna own this plane. And they ain't give me no 1,500. We ain't doing that. Nah, dog. Nah. But that's listen, if it's your first day here, welcome. It's usually way worse. All right. So oh my gosh, bro. But yeah, second page is looking suspect. But listen, it's a red day. So what do we do on red days? I want to see who's doing the worst. All right. I've been seeing this SEI project all over the place. They're calling it the Solana Part 2. It's going to come in and be the new Sol. Everybody's amped up about it. And I'm like, listen, man, I've heard the same thing back when Ethereum first dropped. Everybody was, this is going to be the new ETH. It's the ETH better than ETH. It's the ETH that we wanted. It's all this and that. Stop. Just stop. When days like this happen, I'm looking at which projects are pulling back the most, and I want to see where the opportunity lies. That's the biggest thing for me right now, right? So yes, I'm keeping an eye on it. I want to see what it does. I've been doing a little bit of research on it. For the most part, it's very centralized. I'll say that, but I want to keep an eye on it to see where it goes from here. Obviously, Sui's giving us a nice pullback as well, but it had a good week, so it all makes sense to see this thing pull back a little bit. So end of the day, most projects are pretty much at a standstill. We're kind of back to like break even before we saw the big jump, right? Everything's pulling back to its kind of like home base levels. Even right now with ETH, I was looking at ETH giving us a little bit of a pullback as well. Finally, We've been hanging out at 25 for a while right now. So to see it pull back, anything in the low 2000s, I'm happy. If we can get back into the teens, I'm jumping for joy. I'm clicking my heels. Okay? I'm just saying. At this point, I know everybody wants a $700 ETH. It ain't happening. It ain't. I'm sorry. I got to be real with y'all. Especially with all the rumors of ETF and this is coming and that's coming. It ain't happening, right? Even if we go over here and we look at XRP right now. This right now is super exciting seeing anything pull back to these levels, right? I mean, yes, we had a little bit of a pullback. We got our harmonic potentially lining up right now for a nice godly pattern, right? And everything's slowly working its way back down. I'm thinking we get back down into the 50 cent area. Listen, like anything at 50 cent or lower, I'm clicking my heels like Dorothy, okay? There's no place like home. I'm going to be super excited to grab me some cheap ETH. I know Mike's not going to be as excited to load up on the ETH bag, on the XRP bags, because he's like, bruh, it's been a long time, right? He's got like bags underneath his eyes named XRP right now. They've been stressing him out. All right? You're muted up. You muted up. You muted up.
Good, because what I said wasn't compliant. No, I said I got enough. So we're going to focus on some other assets. And we're going to stop talking about XRP on these Go Live sessions after.
Man, XRP is the bee's knees, bro. Everybody wants in because this is the project that's built by the banks for the banks. Now we got all the hedge funds, all the ETF talk is out the way. Once we get regulation, bro, XRP is going to be on the gravy train with biscuit wheels.
I'm gonna drop an exchange idea around 48 to 50 cents if it gets there, and then I'm gonna throw my phone in a river, and I'm gonna see you guys next year.
It's funny too because I know Mike every day is spending hours looking at this app right here. I know he is.
I deleted it, bro.
You deleted it?
I don't want to see you. I don't care.
Oh man, you got to put it back on. It's that time of the season. We're in the cycle. You got to put it back now.
You get the next halving. I'm dead. I'm done. Done.
Listen, even Mike knows. Even Mike knows this app is crazy addictive. Like your thumbs are gonna look like Arnold Schwarzenegger after this, bro. I'm telling you, like anybody who has this app, you're gonna be hitting refresh, that little drag down and let that little thing spin and refresh, nonstop on this app. I'm telling you. But
everybody should have this. Maybe talk about like everybody should download this to their phone.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit on the class yesterday or on Monday as well. But like this app, this is the Delta Investment Tracker. Okay, this is going to be a big part of what we're moving forward with our apps. What we're going to be having on our phone. There's go-to apps that you're going to have on your phone. When you download this app, you're not going to attach anything to it. You're not connecting any exchanges. You're not connecting any wallets. You're not connecting anything to it. All right, you're going to manually put your holdings into this app. Okay, there's going to be a little plus icon on the screen. Once you get everything all set up, you're going to only use crypto. All right. And when you come in here, you're going to manually put everything you want into this app when it comes down to your holdings, right? So if you got a couple of coins on, let's say crypto.com, right? And there's not a wallet for it, you're going to simply keep them there. Now you might have some low caps, whatever it may be. You're going to keep them there. You're going to track them on this app, right? And you notice at the top it says main portfolio. You're going to have 3 different portfolios that you're tracking inside this app. You're going to name one main, mid, and low cap. All right, based on what you're doing, you may not even participate in low cap. So if you don't have any low caps, don't make a low cap portfolio, right? But you better have a main and a mid. I'm telling you right now. I wish some of y'all would say I'm only doing what, man. Listen, low caps, I get why you're dodging because they're risky, but you're gonna do 3 different ones, okay? And you're gonna be able to track it and reallocate. All right. It says why Delta instead of CoinGecko? Because this is what we're using. All right.
Yeah,
this is what we're using. CoinGecko is used for one thing. This is used for something else. Okay. If you want to do it on CoinGecko, feel free. Feel free. All right. But I like to keep things separate, right? I like to use CoinGecko on my computer. If you got the app on your phone, that's cool. I use CoinGecko on my computer because I have more options. I can kind of click through and go to other websites and research and tap and keep things where I need it. When this one, I have it on my phone so I can track everything where I need it at. It's cool, right? Gives me notifications. I can check it when I need to. If something's dropping and falling through the floor, I can get right on it right away. It works the way I need it to work, right? But if you want to use CoinGecko, feel free. No big whoop, all right? If you want to use both, feel free. Go crazy, all right? But I like to make sure I have things separate for what they're needed for, and I'm not overlapping everything just in one space, all right? This is how I am. It's just how I am. Call me a hoarder. I don't know. Maybe I just like downloading apps. But I really like this. It's really convenient, really straightforward. Notifications come through. And the thing is, sometimes when you get a notification from CoinGecko, it might be for one thing, and you're really hoping it's for something else, right? With this, I know when I see the Delta app tracker pop up, hey, what's going on my coins? What's going on in my portfolio, right? Because how do you put in swaps on the Delta app? We're not doing any swaps. We're not doing any swaps. I mean, if you want to do a swap, just delete the coin, and then because you're manually putting this in, so just delete the coin you're swapping out for and put the new one in, right? Everything's manual, right? We're not going to do anything where you have to sell off this one and keep the money. Like, listen, all it's doing is tracking what you say you have, right? Because you may have projects in all kinds of different areas, all right? It says, no, I mean manually putting in a swap that you did on the exchange. You'll just add in what you did, right? Because you can go into it and add in more. Like when you go to your coins, it'll say add transaction, and you'll just add in something to it. Yeah. And if worst case, you just erase it and do it again. That's, worst case scenario. If you don't want to go through all the adding and tracking every single transaction you've done, you can just do a brand new one. Yeah. I mean, it's easier that way if you're just deleting it and manually putting it in. But really simple app. Don't make it hard on yourself. It's very simple, straightforward. And you can't mess it up because you're manually putting everything in, right? Unless you're going to make an imaginary portfolio and then you get irritated when it doesn't move, that's on you. But put exactly what you say you have into this. I'm telling you, I'm warning you now. You don't know how addictive this thing is until you have it on your phone. If anybody here already has it and you check this more than 4 or 5 times a day, put a 222 in the chat. I just want to make sure it's not just me. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. It's not just me. Okay.
Now it's key on days like today, you don't look at it because you're going to get depressed. And we want to avoid depression looking at your crypto app. Okay. Days like today, you throw your phone in the river and you go to your exchange and you do nothing.
Liv's coming into the whole class like, hi, my name is Liv and I'm addicted to Delta. Hi, Liv. They do it the AA meetings. Like, bro, we're Crypto's Anonymous. It's a whole thing.
Yeah. You're a degen when you have more on Delta than you do in your bank account. So just everybody avoid. We're not financial advisors. Disclaimer. Okay, do what you got to do.
Big facts. You know what's funny, Mike? I need to show you this, bro. Stay right there. Your hat just reminded me of something. I'll be right back. Take it over.
Okay. Okay, Kurt's going to go outside into the snow. Let's all pray for him. Let's see the weather in Detroit. You guys want to do a little weather report? Let's see what type of weather Kurt's. Oh, don't open OPS. Let's see what Kurt's living in right now. Kurt's weather in the middle of nowhere is a nice. Whoops. Let's see. Okay, live weather report. Where's Detroit? I think it's somewhere here. 25 degrees Fahrenheit. That's cold. Toronto, cold. Everywhere, cold. Except, shout out Florida. Everybody hates on Florida, but it's 78 degrees.
So I was hoping my friend would send me a gift so I could be cool like him. Because guess what I went out and got?
There's no way you bought that.
I did buy this because I was hoping I would find the hat that you got.
What the heck? Kurt, what are you doing? When did you order that? Like what made you
months ago. It's been sitting on my couch for months. And I've been waiting on my hat, Michael. And it hasn't arrived.
I don't even know where I got this in LA. I got this at a game, I think.
Oh man. No, I'm gonna find it. I've been on the hunt for that hat, bro. I'm gonna find it. Oh man.
I think I know where we can find it. Okay. Well, anyways, it's cold as heck where you're living at. So let's look at Orlando.
It's actually warmer today. It was like 4 degrees yesterday, bro. And I was 26, so I'm happy.
81 here, buddy.
Why you gotta do this today? Why are we on this? Why y'all let him do this? Why did y'all let him do this?
Yeah. Look, the wind.
I trusted y'all. I was going for 5 seconds.
Look, this looks like a hurricane happening in Canada right now, but it's snow. That looks terrible.
What's up, Joya? 313 gang all day. You know what's good, my baby.
Let's look at the wind speeds in Detroit. Since you guys keep winning 8 miles per hour. Wow. Looks terrible. Anyways, back to you, Kurt.
This is how you do me. I leave for 2 seconds. He ain't here on Vantusky proving that I shouldn't even. I feel like I'm living in a scene from Day After Tomorrow. Everything was frozen over. It's like, oh
Yeah.
my goodness. But yeah, no. So right now, getting a little bit of a pullback from the market. I'm excited to see what Bitcoin does from here because if we break lower, oh baby, I am super excited about where we can go from here. Now, the thing for me is with these levels we have now, like even on the daily, let me just go back to the daily. Even on the daily, you can see there isn't a lot of friction until we get down into these areas here, right? So we got opportunities. This here is going to be a different color. We got opportunities to see what the market wants to do. If and when we break down here, we can see a full-fledged run straight down to 38, which would be dope. I'm not hating on it. I'd be super excited for a pullback down to 38. But once we get to 38, I think we could back and forth. Now, I don't think we're going to get any Black Swan event from here. I think we can kind of back and forth between 38 and back up to 41, 38, 41. Depending on how this dollar behaves, it could definitely be the deciding factor right now because the dollar has not slowed down. All right. We talked about this. Let me do this real quick for you guys. So, what am I seeing right now from this dollar? Because we're getting some really good price action right now from the dollar. All right. So, we got our highest point down to our lowest point here. And we got our 50% 618 zone for potential selling pressure, right? Right up in here for potential selling pressure. Now, I'm excited about this for multiple reasons. I'm going to remove some of this extra stuff off the screen so I don't confuse anybody. All right. All right. Now, this zone here, let's get rid of that because we already know what happened there. This zone here is a zone that I've been keeping an eye on. Right back here, high point to low point here. And this zone has been really interesting in the sense that it's been an area that was built for selling pressure. And now you're starting to see it kind of come back and rear its head because what happened was this zone here was a 786, 886 for our fib, right? Price came back, retested, sold off. We came back, saw that selling pressure try to push down. Buyers took over. We came back to it. They respected it. I mean, literally, giant candle brought us right to this level, slowed down, a little bit of a drop, base drop. Price came back and retested that drop, base drop, sold off substantially. We're right back at the level again. Right back at the level again. So I believe there's a zone of confluence right inside of this little area here that I really want to monitor moving forward if and when we get back up into something like this. All right. So that for me, let me open this up. This for me is a very interesting zone right up in here. This white box where they've overlapped. And I believe there could be a real nice wall of selling pressure here. So we'll see if the dollar can test these areas. If the dollar breaks above this, oh man, we're going to see a really nice pullback. And I'll be excited, but I think a lot of people are going to be afraid. And it's going to just set the tone for a lot of these big hedge funds and institutions to come in and grab this stuff up bit by bit. And I really think they're going to like play this out by the script. And for the first few, months or so, let everything kind of keep itself cool and calm. And then once we're in the full swing of things, I think that's when you're going to start seeing a lot of demand start to just erupt all over the place. Because I don't think they want to give the SEC or the government any reason to make regulation any more stringent than it needs to be. Like, I honestly believe they're going to take their time with this and just say, hey, guys, nothing crazy happened. See, told you it's going to be fine. Now go ahead and give us some real light-handed regulation so we can keep the business going. And they're going to give them something real smooth to work through, and it'll be beneficial for tax reasons and all this and that. And then, boom, we're off to the races. It says, let me see here. It says, Mando says, for sell pressure, Kurt. Yeah, if we start seeing sell pressure in this area here, it could be really beneficial for crypto. But if we see the dollar break above and keep running, we can keep seeing the market drop off. We can keep seeing Bitcoin dip lower, Ethereum dip lower. It really all depends on how the dollar reacts once we break into this area. Because right now, it's been doing nothing but strength. It's been showing nothing but strength right now. We even gapped. So right now, yeah, I'm excited to see where we go from here with the dollar. Now, I get it. Everybody's talking about we're going to get rate cuts and all that kind of stuff. I'm still excited about the fact that the dollar could strengthen just a little bit more before we start getting rate cuts. All right. Do you have that website up that Pat showed us?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Because there's like a percentage, like I think we're like a 60% chance or 70% chance that we may see the the rates get cut in like what is it like right around May, like March, March or
Yeah,
April, something like that.
let's go take a look. So right now we are okay. So yeah, 2% chance of them cutting in this month, 55%. But then yeah,
In
in
March,
May,
yeah, March and May are like the big deciding
yeah,
months. And after that, they're saying guaranteed summertime, midsummer, we're gonna see cuts, more likely consistent cuts. So knowing that rate cuts are coming, we know the market's going to run. So right now, I think they're going to just push the envelope to get these assets as low as possible right before. Because the thing is, they're not in a hurry. I really want to stress this with you guys. Big money is not in a hurry. Okay, they're not in a race to get all this stuff done right away. They can wait a year, 2 years for this thing to
yeah,
really blow up. So I need you guys to really be in a position to be just as patient and not jumping the gun. Okay? Like the way the market's lining up now, everything's kind of like just sitting still. It's like a powder keg, and you see all these projects like breaking out and starting to get all this attention. Be patient. Keep stacking your capital. Be ready to dollar cost average in. Like, don't feel like you're missing anything or you're late to the party. I promise you, you are the furthest thing from late. Okay? You are the furthest thing from late. You're gonna look back at your portfolio and say, "Man, I was able to get ETH at 2. Man, I was able to get Bitcoin at around 40 or 30. Man, I was able to get, Solana below 100." Right? Like you're going to look at these moments and say, "Man, I don't understand what everybody else was doing, but I'm glad I was where I was." Excuse me, when things were moving and shaking. So at this point, guys, I really just want to keep reminding you guys, do not feel rushed. I get it. You're excited. You look at charts every day like we do, and you're like, "Man, I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it." You're not. You're not. Just keep coming to the classes. You're not going to miss it. Keep coming to the live analysis. You're not going to miss it. Keep plugging into the app. You're not going to miss it. All right. Go ahead, bro. I saw you was about to hit up some websites.
put some ones in the chat for what Kurt just explained to you, and like you being here and what Kurt is saying in my analysis of Kurt's conversation he just had with you is you being here is the best thing you can do. And then obviously you got to take action.
Mm-hmm.
So you're here. Now, what are you going to do with it? And yeah, a couple key things. And what you just said, bro, is really important. They're in no rush. They're in accumulation mode right now.
Yep.
And that is why I was screaming for the past 7 months, 48,000 to 50 something thousand could be the level where we start to go down. Why? BlackRock just hit 1 billion AUM in 1 week. They're holding 60,000 in cash, and they're accumulating, right? So they're just going to accumulate if this thing goes down.
Yep.
Now, like their stock price is obviously not going to resemble this, but look, they're holding 25,000 tokens, guys, in a week. There was more Bitcoin ETF volume in the past week than there was in all ETF markets in the past 12 months in volume. Put a 2 in the chat if you understand that. The interest is there.
Oh, yeah.
But also the interest is there, so there's more of a reason for them to push the price down, which is what the chart has been showing us. Okay. Now, yesterday, can I share something without it being political? Yes or no in the chat. If it's going to be political, I'm not going to show it. Okay. This is not an endorsement. This is not anything like that, okay? Let me make sure you guys can hear this. No, put the other one on so people don't say we're pushing.
I didn't even say anything. This is how I know. You're always waiting for me to say, I haven't done anything. Some people will say I'm even the most innocent even. Who would even know it?
Let's listen to this real quick. It's 13 seconds.
Tonight, I'm also making another promise to protect Americans from government tyranny. As your president, I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency. You know about that?
He said, did you know about that? Well, all of our students should know what a CBDC is because that is one of the things that we could see the Fed talk about and launch and promote. And, CBDC is basically they can put money in your account. They could also take it from your account. So it's not about if Trump said it or Biden said it. It's an attack on all of us in the crypto space. And you can see Kurt.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep. I'm sorry. What were we saying?
Yeah.
What were we saying? I'm serious.
And it doesn't matter who you like, once again. That's not from a political standpoint. I don't really care if you vote, who you vote for. I really can care less. Kirk can care less as
I
well.
don't care.
Um,
Vote who you vote
yeah,
for. It all
yeah.
matters. At the end of the day, your affiliation to whatever political party you like is your choice, and I respect that because that's what America's all about.
Amen, brother. And the whole purpose of understanding that presidents do have influence over policies, whether they're selected or elected, does not matter. We're not going to debate that. But the wrong policies we have to just be aware of, right? That's the biggest thing I can tell you is being in crypto the past 7 years, I can care less about politics. But what I care about is if these policies get put into play, your life changes in crypto like that. So we're going to update you guys on certain things like this happen. Okay, so I want to talk about one of the last ETH upgrades that happened August 5th, 2021. Okay, this was a EIP 1559.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this was August 2000. We haven't showed this in a while. When Ethereum officially became a deflationary asset, we can see here since that date, what is this? $9.8 billion of Ethereum have been burned. The gas fee today, you can see that right here. I'm on Beacon chain with the dot in between chain/burn. And we can see all the transactions happening right now. Gas fees are a little bit higher, but we can see about 4 ETH a minute are being burned. And the goal is when Ethereum is completed in the next, I think, 4 or 5 years, because there's so many more upgrades, gas fees will be like pennies from the layer 1, from the gas fee, and obviously for layer 2's coming soon. And it'll be completely deflationary where over the next 10, 20 years, less and less ETH will be in existence. So that's what we're looking at. Also, DeFi Llama, if you're new. Something very interesting here. The market has been going down, but does anybody see this chart? TVL is literally going up today. Look at this 1 month change, right? And we've seen only a pullback this month. Money once again is finding a home. How is DeFi going up?
Out the gym with the
which one?
Uniswap.
Yep. And
you talked about that. You said with them going KYC, they're going to make a lot of these big, hedge funds and private entities super comfortable with dabbling inside of Uniswap. So it was funny when we read that one breakdown where they said they were going to have a third party that's going to be unnamed that'll be doing a lot of the business in between. I'm like, I wonder who could it be?
Yeah. Yep, facts. And I just think, I think Uniswap's a lead, going to be the leader of DeFi, and I think they're going to be involved in a lot of stuff that's going to make price go higher. So just wanted to point that out. Also, kind of go to a couple charts. A lot of you guys are asking me in other channels, like what am I looking at? Couple exchange ideas that I'm looking at here that I'm going to send out. One is going to be ApeCoin. We finally had this break of structure on the 4-hour. And if you don't have ApeCoin, I think you're going to have a nice level here between $1.07 and $1.40 to really just look to DCA this level. We're going to have nice risk to reward. And if you don't have any ApeCoin, we're going to look for 280, 580, and then we'll have a swing target. Well, we'll target this really like $15 level. So nice risk to reward. I love seeing days like this where the market is down 10, 15, 20%, some of these assets. So I like Ape. Star Atlas, more of a wild card, right? Gaming project on Solana. But if we can push back into this zone, I'm going to call this out as well, around 0.004. Okay, and my first exit for this will be 3 cents. So actually, it'll be a penny and a half. So what is that, a 2 or 3x? And then my second exit will be this level right here. If price can get back into this block of price action. Regarding Solana, still not calling this out as an exchange idea right now. It's way too risky. For a leverage position, we caught this hit exit 2. This is why you take profits, guys. You know, entry, exit 2, 1,500 pips. What else more do you want? Like, there's no reason that you're somehow did not catch that and still holding it. Like, I don't know what you're doing. So be aware. I will probably look to play off of this level again. Maybe one more time for leverage if we get down there. But for portfolio sake, not really a fan right now. FIDA, FIDA, which is the like ENS domains of Solana. I'm probably will call this out around this level. We talked about it around 22 cents. Okay, these are all everything I'm sharing with you guys right now are all things to put on your watch list and projects that I'm looking at for this if this thing pulls back a little bit more. Okay, and hopefully you guys are taking notes here. Flow, a project that we haven't talked about in a while, but has been getting a lot of price action here. Really just need to see this get taken out. So maybe we'll probably repost this around 60 cents. I think this was actually, that was definitely an exchange idea around that level when it first launched. But if we could see this thing get taken out here, maybe we see something like this. This would be a golden zone here around 50 cents. And we would be looking definitely to swing that to like $1.30. And really that $5 level. So keep an eye out on flow. I'm seeing this start to fall. I want to see that liquidity get taken out. Illuvium, it's chilling in our zone right now. I really like this around $70, $80. I think it's a long-term project. These are some projects, guys, if you don't have in your portfolio and you're seeing like big pushes down like today, it's nice. It's nice to get some of those re-entry levels that a lot of people are going to miss because they're going to think, oh, it's going to go lower, right? Who's ever said that before? We don't know that. I think Bitcoin, I think definitely we're at a key level here on Bitcoin and we're sweeping the liquidity we talked about. We talked about how that needed to get swept. And I think this level gets swept as well. What would really fake a lot of people out, and this is why it's going to be key, is, maybe come down here, sweep that liquidity, come back, and then come for this later on. That would be really an emotional, maybe not that far down, but somewhere here and then continue. So we're going to see, this is definitely affecting the dollar as we go closer to this date. They're not going to raise rates. So right now the dollar's going bullish. That's okay. We're at this key level we talked about yesterday. Definitely we have the ability to get up here. Maybe we come all the way back up here. And this is an advanced class. If you guys are new here, just stick with us. Maybe we come touch this 80% level and then we start that dissension. Ascension is up. What is down? Dissension? No.
Yeah, down is descension. Ascension is up.
I dropped out of college. I'm not sure. If it comes into this box right here, okay, I'd be looking for this to go down. Descending. There we go.
Yeah.
Talking about all these airplane things. I'd be looking for this to go down at around that level. So going into this date though, because remember, when rates go up, when they raise rates, dollar goes up. When they cut rates or pause rates, dollar should react bearish eventually.
Yeah.
So very simple. And right now the market is going up because that's what the market does. Everybody's expecting the market to drop because they're not going to raise rates. Yeah. Hence why people get fooled, because they look at the news all day and they wait for the media to tell them what's going to happen and listen to their friend Jim.
From Facebook.
Jim needs to go to the gym. Let me see if there's anything else on this side. HNT is really kind of gone. I'm not really looking at that. Fetch is too high still. I'm looking for projects that if you haven't maybe allocated some in your portfolio, I mean, Aave's still way too high. Where's Compound at? Compound, okay, Compound is giving, this Compound reminds me of Maker, where it gave you like 3-4 months to DCA into, and most people didn't pay attention. I mean, and it did already break out, but it reminds me, it just keeps coming back into this zone. Guys, anything around $40 to $50 for Compound.
And you guys may not be paying attention to the premise of Compound really benefiting. Like, we know Injective's going to see a bit of a pullback because they're going to be releasing the tokens on the 21st. so it'll be fully 100%, you know, in circulation. But with Compound, it has a different premise right now because it's an OG in the DeFi space, and with Maker leaving to make their own blockchain now, Compound could really swat like just scoop up a ton of what Maker was doing for Ethereum. Compound could come in and just start dominating where Maker leaves off. Because Vitalik's not happy that Maker's looking to do what it does for Ethereum for other blockchains. Vitalik's not very excited about that. So we know how things move when Vitalik makes a tweet. He literally pumped ENS with one tweet. All right? So he can do the same thing with something like Compound. And Compound, like I said, has been tried and true, has been with Ethereum for the longest. So yeah, don't miss out on something like Compound. Just because it's quiet doesn't mean that there aren't things working in the background. And Compound, if you haven't noticed, just works. It doesn't have a lot of issues in DeFi. A lot of people have copied Compound's code because it works so well.
Facts. OG projects, you know, you can go chase meme coin, but I'm trying to build a solid portfolio of projects that have been here. And I think I said this yesterday. I can't remember if it was on Go Live, but you know, I said in 2026, Kurt, when people, oh no, I said this on a different call. When people, I'll go on your opinion. So think in 2026, when people ask us like, hey, what's one of the first things you should look for in a crypto? Mm-hmm. My response in a couple years will be, has it been around for more than 4 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's going to be like my first response. Because I ask a lot of the stock guys that we work with, or that are our colleagues or our associates, right? Our friends.
Right.
And, you know, like Patrick.
I know, it's a whole other joke. Right?
Yeah. If you know, you know, which nobody knows.
Right.
It's even more funny. If you look at like Patrick, when he goes over like stocks, you know, he asks, has the stock even been around for 10 years? And if it's not even around 10 years, he doesn't even look to invest in it. So I think that's going to be my main answer, bro. In like 2026, definitely at the next halving for sure.
Oh, yeah, because we'll be really close to like the 20-year mark, you know, and we're getting closer and closer now. Like, I mean, what Bitcoin's how many years old now? What, 13, something like that? So
09, 15.
Yeah, 15. Yeah, so like we're at a place now where everything's getting closer and closer and closer to the, you know, that 20-year mark. So yeah, if a project hasn't been around, even for me now, I'm looking at has it lasted 2 cycles?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Can it really withstand a bear market? Can it withstand multiple bear markets and be able to make it through to the next one, to the next bull run? Because if it can't handle the bear, like, what do you think I'm gonna just keep, you know, looking for projects that last for a couple months? Like, nah, it's got to show that it's doing things. And that's just step one for me. Like, does it have partnerships? Is it innovating? Has it had, you know, issues? Does it shut down every 3 days? No shade, Solana. But it's just like, does it do things?
That's old. That's old. Why would you even bring that up? That's like 2022, bro.
I know, like, bro. I'm just messing.
I don't care.
You know, but it has to have, like, you know, some test of time attached to it. So I definitely agree. Like, and it's one of the perks of being in the space long as we've been in now. We can say we've seen the market evolve and mature, and you know what needs to be in place for a project to stand the test of time right now. Like, even when I saw, you know, all the money flowing into Solana, I'm like, where's the DeFi money? And it just had a lag attached to it. Because I'm like, bro, I know a healthy, you know, layer 2, layer 1 has to have a strong DeFi space, right? When I see things on Polygon, if Polygon's DeFi area isn't growing, I'm like, something ain't right. Something isn't right. Like, the money isn't showing up where it needs to show up for it to grow and mature. What's happening right now? Is it just all going into a couple of hands? Because if I'm not seeing it grow the proper way in the proper channels, something isn't really, you know, stirring my, you know, my thought process to think this thing's legit. So I definitely look at that as well. Like, it has to be around for a good amount of time. It needs to have certain things, certain protocols need to be in play. Does it have healthy layer 2 solutions, right? Is it doing things where it's innovating, where it allows other projects to handle things for it? Like, I looked at Ethereum, and Ethereum gave so much power to the other projects inside of its ecosystem. So it gave it the ability to run. But if a project just wants to be the end all be all, that's why I'm kind of leery about stuff like Avalanche. Like, I want to see Avalanche start to have a much more diverse ecosystem of projects that help it grow.
Yeah. Good luck. They got 3 projects that are over 100 million in TVL, and one of them is Aave.
And people always wonder why we don't like these projects. It's not that we don't like them. It's just they haven't checked off the boxes for it to be fully legit, for us to say, okay, that money isn't just sitting in a couple people's hands. It's diversifying out into the ecosystem, and we're seeing it grow. We're seeing innovation. We're seeing, things start to take off and advance, and you don't feel that level of comfort when you look at something like Avalanche. Like, bro, I want to see it do great things, but I need to see that money going to other places. If it's just sitting in one or two pots, that's not a good feeling.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. So we know Avalanche is best friends with Jamie Dimon and JP Morgan, and the comments he made yesterday are just
bruh, like I'm supposed to get behind that? I haven't
Yeah.
looked into Pendulum yet. I'm going to. I've heard about it though, but I'm going to check it out. I know Arbitrum right now is doing big things, so I'm gonna give it some love in a minute. But like I said, I'm just so focused on Dot, getting everything ready for Dot Night. By the way, Dot Night is Monday, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Yep,
Am I
Dot Night is
invited?
Monday, so I'm getting all fancied up. I'm putting on my
Oh.
turtleneck and my choker chain, and and it's gonna be a twofer. I'm gonna do it on the early session and the late session. So it's gonna be Dot Night Part 1, and then Dot Night It's gonna be like Dot Brunch in the morning, and then Dot Night at night.
Am I invited to this?
If you want to pull up, man, pull up, bro. But you got to dress up. That's the theme. That's the whole theme of Dot Night. You got to put on something nice, either turtleneck or a collar. We gotta look good for Dot Night.
Wait, hold on. I think I can. I have an outfit. Let me see if I can put it on real quick.
If you put on a tuxedo T-shirt, bro, I'm kicking you out the Zoom call, bro.
I got an outfit for you. Hold
Man,
on.
you better not put on. It's gotta be hoodie. I can't let you in.
Come on.
With shoes on, bro.
Come
I can't
on,
let you in.
come on. I'll show up. I'll put a. Let me see if I
If
got
you
one.
wouldn't wear that to a date, you can't come to Dot Night.
Oh, bro, I would definitely wear a hoodie.
Exactly.
Come on. Okay, I'll go clean. I'll go black T-shirt here.
See, bro.
I'll wear. Okay, come on. Look how cute this guy is. Look at his ears. Come on.
No, we doing real life, no avatars. Everybody spoke. Everybody has spoken. I want to do a Zoom call so bad, just put everybody on it, but I know it's not compliant.
Yeah. Dot Night gonna be
All right.
the end of it. No dog with a hat, Mike.
Right, dog with hat. But man, yeah, guys. So Dot Night's Monday. It's gonna be lit. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk. We're gonna get into the nitty gritty of it all. And I'm gonna break it all up so that way, if you can catch it in the early part, great. If you catch it in the later part, great. If you just stay up and want to hang out with us late night, that's cool too. Since Mike got to do a Solana night, he got to do it's got to be soul night, right? He got to put an afro on and do like the right. He got to be a soul brother for the whole class.
Nice. You might have Dot back at our level at $5 if it keeps going this way.
That's why I gotta hurry up and do Dot Night, bro. Like it's coming into the zone. I can't wait. I can't be late. We got to get it popping. Yeah.
Well,
so if Mike does a soul night, we can bring it together. We can do like a whole vibe where it's like he plays the soul music, the whole class, and we just vibe out. It'll be a whole thing.
that sounds like a terrible idea for Soul Night, but no, I'm just kidding. That's a good idea. Maybe in 2025.
Man, we got to do that before the bull run pop off, bro. We got to get everybody in position, man. But I'm looking at Dot right now because the thing about Dot is it gives me the opportunity to talk about Kusama. So I get all of these lanes in one night that I can just vibe out with and have a whole good time with you guys right now. So it'll be lit.
Let's look at Kusama. Last one.
Oh yeah.
What is that doing right now? Okay. 38.
Mm-hmm.
Close.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to see this at 30.
Mm-hmm. We're getting into the zone. We're getting into the zone, and I'm excited. Like even now, like that level back there, that last little high point that we've already broken. Yeah, no, yep, that one there. We've already broken that one. That area has some selling pressure attached to it, and we're already back below that. So I'm thinking, yeah, go on and keep running to the downside.
Yeah, this could be a really good pickup here at 30. If you guys don't know, Kusama literally jumped out of that Alaskan airplane with no parachute. At the top here, $600.
600, and we down near 30. Come on now.
What is the market cap of this thing?
Even the tokenomics on Kusama are crazy, bro.
Can it get back there is my question. And I think it can.
Yeah, absolutely. But look at the tokenomics.
It can because of this. They didn't add more tokens like Illuvium did. That's why.
And
even if
it's the test network, so anything that flows through Dot has to go through Kusama first.
They say buy low, sell high. Well, Real people buy lower. This is lower.
Man, listen, bro.
This was low. This was low right here. This was at 120. It was low, and then they got wrecked. Now we're lower.
And the thing is, nothing negative has happened to the network. It's just when Polkadot dropped, Kusama dropped with it. Like it's like anything. It's a test network. So nobody was putting anything on Polkadot's network. And now that they're doing Dot 2.0, and we got all these new things coming, Kusama's gonna see another resurgence. Everybody's gonna start coming in and having to put their bid in through Kusama, and all that money's got to flow through there first, and then after that, it'll flow on to Polkadot. Polkadot just has a bigger swath of coins. That's why you don't see that same type of price action that you get from something like Kusama.
Yeah, Dot has that infinity thing.
Now, I think they have a max. It's a large amount.
Oh,
They do got infinity right now. I thought they had the max on there now.
I mean, this is good. I mean, this just means that they can create more tokens, but right now this is what their tokenomics are based off of.
The beautiful thing for me with Dot is just there's not an infinite amount of positions to get onto their network. Like once you make it past Kusama, Polkadot doesn't have like Ethereum. You can create as many projects as you want on Ethereum's network. With Dot, there's a limited amount of parachain slots. So every so often, you got to vote to get onto the network. If the voters don't get you on, or people don't want your project onto the network, you don't make it on there. And the cool thing is when you do vote with your Polkadot tokens, after that project's rental stint is up, and they got to revive for the position again, you get all your Dot tokens back.
Oh, we're about to fall real quick on Go Live. This is nice.
We're melting.
You guys see why it is key to listen and exit slowly on the way up? Like Sol, for example, what was Sol's exit on the app? It was 120, I think. And we hit 125, or actually it was 111. Was one of our exits on Solana. So I'm still bullish in the market, but guess what? Bitcoin needed to sweep this daily liquidity, and that's what it's doing now. So we'll see if it free falls down here. I think they're going to step in and buy. And remember what Kurt said earlier this session, last thing I'll say, and then we'll jump off, is even if they consolidate price like something like this, and then we start to move, they're just going to buy. These ETFs are just going to buy and get better DCA priced in, right? Because they all went live last week. And they're just going to buy this slowly. Even though price is dropping, these guys are buying this like basically OTC. So
I want to ask you guys a question in the chat. Do you think that everybody with the ETFs don't get along? Do you think they're all arguing behind closed doors together? Like against each other? Like they're all like, oh, we can't stand these guys. And these guys, we hate those guys. And those bankers, we hate those bankers. Do you think they're all in like this we don't like each other thing going on, and there's like this, NFL, NBA mentality, we got to be the best banking company? Listen, it's just like wrestling. They are all friends. They are all in cahoots. They are all working together. They all filed together. They're all in communication together. They're all going to sell together, and they're all going to buy together. If you don't think that's happening, you are fooling yourself. Name one time you seen a banker get on one of these little financial shows and say, we hate Jamie Dimon for blah, 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 blah. They don't do that. They don't do that. Because they all work together. They all have to make sure that laws get passed for them to work together. They all have to make sure that certain states are in cahoots with them to do what they got to do with certain banking laws. They all pay for the same lobbyists. It's all a win-win-win for them. Okay? They are in the same league, on the same team with different colored jerseys. Okay? Do not think for 1 minute they're in there trying to act like we're going to buy, we're going to catch JP Morgan off guard, we're going to catch BlackRock off guard. Like, nah, bro. Yeah. Nah, it ain't nothing like that. They all working together, family. So I'm telling you right now, be patient in these moments. They're going to push this thing around. They're going to move this market around. They're going to slosh their money around and get these charts where they want it. And our job is to make sure that we're just taking the same information that we learned from Forex and stock trading, and we bring it over to crypto now, because now we have brand new players with way more money than we have.
Yeah, this honestly, this is the best thing that could happen for the first quarter of this year.
Yep.
And I don't think we're seeing an all-time. I'd bet the farm on it that we're not seeing an all-time high before the halving. So
Oh yeah.
typically for the halving, it goes sideways, some pullbacks, and then you load up. So these days, guys, these are the days you want to be, hey, ape coins down 12%. Well, I'm already like have a better probability that it's down like this week 20%
Yep.
of me accumulating here, and like the next couple of days it gets back to where it started. So this is good. Guys, ApeCoin exchange idea is going to be sent out here when this call ends, but this is about to go active at around $1.35. This is a project I do like for this move. Huge break, pullback, solid. What's the dominant? Dominance is just chilling. I think dominance may give us that push up there, but we're looking good. Make sure you guys stay close to the app, and we'll see
Do
you
me a
guys.
favor, bro. Can you go check out Curve for a second?
Yeah. CRV. Oh, I have the glasses on still. Oh well.
Yeah. He getting
Under
ready for the
50.
Soul Night, y'all. He got his disco glasses on and everything.
Under 50.
Yeah, we're getting closer. I want to see it at like maybe like a 47 cent area, 48 cent down there in those areas.
Yeah, let them take out these lows. Come fill this wick.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
47 right now would be like the best spot for me, and anything lower than that is barbecue chicken.
Mike with glasses. You guys are funny.
Let's get that coin out here.
I'm dead. I'm out.
We ran him off, man. Dang, we almost got him, y'all. We gonna get a Mike with coin. We're gonna get a Mike with glasses coin out here soon. We was this close. We was right there. Ugh. All right. I appreciate y'all, man. That's funny. All right. Y'all have no chill in the chat, bro. I swear. Like y'all be going. But yeah, I'm amped up. Dot Night is coming up next week. So let's get it popping. All right, family. So with that being said, you guys have an awesome, awesome weekend. I love you guys. Always a lit call with you guys hanging out. I know it's more of an advanced call, so you got to be patient with us. We have a lot of fun just kind of nerding out with y'all, going deep into the sauce. But I've also been kind of like debating on talking to you guys about like airdrops and these launch pads and all this kind of stuff, because it's a different type of play. And every run, I try to give you guys as much sauce as I can and stay as compliant as I can. And there's so much risk attached to these other things that have, they have great upside too, but they have incredible risk attached to it. So it's like I'm trying to balance it out, because I know we got newer students too, so I want to make sure I'm not just throwing everything at y'all and hoping y'all can get it understood. So I'll debate on it after Dot Night. We'll talk some more about it. I'll see, but I'll make sure we can get some of this stuff talked about so you guys can at least just understand what it is when you hear about it or it comes across your table and you're like, okay, what is this about? What is that about? All right, but yeah. And this hat is like some hip hop, 50 years of hip hop anniversary hat. So I decided to get it because it was a whole vibe and I wanted to have it. So yeah, let me see here. All right, family. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys. And as usual, and as always, because y'all know how we do, stay patient, stay disciplined, and the gains will come. We out. And, oh yeah. Good night, everybody. Stay blessed, family. Love you guys. Let's get this bag. Let's go.